Well, President John Dramani Mahama has assured IMANI Africa of swift action after formally receiving the think tank's petition raising concerns about political interference in Ghana's insurance sector. The Office of the President, in a letter dated April 1, 2026 and signed by the Secretary to the President, Callistus Mahama, confirmed receipt of IMANI Africa's correspondence of March 30th, 2026. My colleague Michael Ashali has been going through that letter. He joins us live with more. Michael, what exactly does the letter say?
What's in a very brief statement, as you have said, coming from the presidency and signed by the Secretary to the President, Callistus Mahama, effectively, first of all, acknowledging receipt of that petition from IMANI Africa. We know that IMANI has sent this particular petition just a day after receiving, after meeting the President as the civil society organizations are all together going to meet the president. Just a day after that, then they had sent that petition with regards to some movements within the insurance industry that they thought was concerning, for which the president should be looking at. So they had sent that report, that petition on 30th. Now on the 1st of January, just 2 days ago, the presidency has written to them acknowledging, first of all, receipt and the assurance, the full assurance for the presidency that they're going to look into the issues that they have raised, and hopefully we'll be able to bring the issue to finality. We know that just yesterday as well, IMANI has just written another response to Sigabos, who at the time, just last week when we interviewed him, had made reference to a letter from NITA somewhere in 2022, where not from NITA, but from SIGA to NITA and some other government agencies, that they were supposed to procure their internet services from NITA alone. The argument was that if government could do that at that time, then government should be able to also give a similar directive to SOEs to also procure their insurance exclusively from SIC and SIC Life. And IMANI clearly disagrees with that. So for this is a letter we have gotten from the presidency, effectively assuring IMANI they're going to look into some of the issues that you have raised.
Thank you so much, Michael Ashali. Well, join me now is Kay Kujo of IMANI Africa. We appreciate your time here on the Pulse. You have been hearing the explanation given by the head of SIGA, Professor Pesa White, while also marking and making reference to that 2022 directive to SOEs to do business with NITA. Are you really satisfied with his response?
Yes, good afternoon to your cherished viewers and listeners. It's a Good Friday, so festive greetings. But most importantly, we're happy that our petition has received feedback from the presidency promptly. It only points to the direction that this is the president that is looking forward to dealing with the reset agenda in a more sustainable way. Concerning the comparison to NITA, in fact, it was a bit funny, laughable, if I should say, because I heard the Director General of SIGA say confidently, comparing the SIGA directive with the NITA directive that was in 2022. If you look at the two, we are comparing an issue of cybersecurity and national infrastructure control to an issue of market process access. You know, these are two different things. The SIGA directive, if we are to look at it critically, was a cabinet decision as compared to the current directive that was given to insurance companies that led SIC to champion the quiet push to overtake some of the other competitors within the market. If we're looking at the two, these are completely different things altogether. Because if we look at the insurance issue, this is governed by the Public Procurement Act, and it requires competitive tendering and value for money assessment. So one is a security decision, and the other is about market process. These are two entirely different things, and it would be unfair to compare. Yeah.
And would you even accept the directive from SIGA if cabinet backs it?
Well, I believe cabinet works within the confines of law, and cabinet itself would, most importantly, evaluate every bit of this directive before it receives back. And we believe that if they do that, they would realize that it was a directive that is not in compliance with law. And we have confidence that it will be dealt with in a more sustainable way. Yeah.
But what do you expect moving forward, especially now that you have official response from the presidency?
In 2014, the president took a similar bold step concerning the insurance industry, and we are counting on him to do the same. He intervened and ensured that directives were in compliance with law, and we are positive that the president will do what is best for the country in compliance with law, and also to further enhance the reset agenda in a more sustainable way, a more inclusive way that allows all institutions, companies, organizations within the sector to compete fairly.
Thank you so much, Kay Kujo. He is associate at IMANI Africa. We appreciate your time here on The Pulse. Well, you're still watching The Pulse. We'll be back with more after this quick turn. Please stay with us.